The entertainment industry is seriously broken. I asked a few of my friends and colleagues to describe what they're going through, and I think you should take a listen.
I think there's something really, really important going on. And with all the never-ending Trump stuff, I think it's almost going unnoticed, guys. Hollywood is failing, and they need our help.
My name is Matt Hoban. I'm a former executive producer. So many of my mentors and my friends and collaborators are working less, to the point where they're not working at all. We're just people trying to make a living, and it's getting really hard to do that.
Here's the thing, man. You get what you vote for every single time. It might take a while, but you will always get what you vote for. And in this case, if you're Hollywood, you not only get what you vote for, but you are getting what you campaign for. And you get what you trick the dummies who still watch all your woke nonsense into voting for. And here's the thing, man. If all you wanted was to make a living, you'd do better work. But you don't just want to make a living. You want to push insane agendas, and you want to get paid for it. And a lot of the people, they wanted essentially wealth redistribution. And this is what that looks like.
I'm Jen. I am a former editor. I am definitely financially struggling. I may lose my house and it's really scary. So I really need help and a job and just some support. So thank you.
I'm Marcia, producer, casting director. The last show I worked on was Generation Gap. We're just trying to keep our kids fed at this point. Keep our house, keep our cars, get food on the table.
Obviously, this is really, really sad stuff, man. None of us ever want to see someone else struggling. We don't want to see anyone losing property. We don't want to see anyone fail. Well, that's not necessarily true. Conservatives, I think for the most part, do not want to see other people fail. Some of the crazy creatures on the left, I think they really, truly get off on it in a lot of ways. You know, they've spent this whole week fantasizing about chains on Trump Tower, and they're losing their freaking minds that on the same day the guy gets billions, he gets his fine reduced. They do want to see certain people fail. And the crazy thing about that is they really can't even come to a consensus on why. That's one of the major differences, I think, between us and them. And I hate to say us and them because I don't want it to be us and them, but that's one of the major differences between us and them. And I'm not taking a victory lap here, and it's impossible to know how many of these people were actively involved in the pushing of Hollywood nonsense and the promotion of Joe Biden, but it is undeniable, I think, that their industry has played a huge role in the demise of American, really Western culture. And I'll say this, there are some fantastic people who are coal miners, but Hillary says they've all got to go. Maybe this is kind of a similar thing. Maybe this is just the coal miners of 2024.
Economic opportunity using clean renewable energy as the key into coal country, because we're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business, right, Tim? And we're going to make it clear that we don't want to forget those people.
My name is Wilfredo Hernandez. I used to be a television editor, and I'm being forced to move out of my house because I'm not going to be able to afford the mortgage anymore. So let's try and make this very aware that we're all going through this to see if we could bring some change.
My name is Steve Mellon. I'm a reality television editor, worked on shows like The Amazing Race and Undercover Boss. There just isn't any work out there. My wife, Stephanie, has not worked as a post-production supervisor. She's working doing Instacart runs, trying to just keep her sanity and bring some extra money in. Half of my Rolodex, they're looking for work, they're scared, they could use some help and support.
My name is Erin. I'm an SVP of Development and Unscripted. I've been in the business for 22 years. I was laid off. I'm a single mother with 3 kids, and the situation really stinks.
Hi, I'm BK. I'm an editor. Last year, I was brought in to revamp a signature element of one of Netflix's most popular shows. I haven't worked since, and now my family and I are living on credit.
Yeah, it's sad. Again, I'm going to say it again. It's sad. It's pretty brutal stuff, but it's not surprising, man. You know, the same thing is going to happen with sports. You know, even the people who agree with these athletes or these famous people or these Hollywood types, even if they agree with them, generally speaking, most people, most normal thinking people don't want to mix our politics and our fiction. And when we do, we have MSNBC for that, man. If you want to see some fake political theater, we have a channel for that already. You know, luckily, we have a very compassionate commander-in-chief who understands the plight of these people well. Joe Biden, I think he's got some great advice.
Anybody could go down 300 to 3,000 feet in the mine, sure in hell can learn how to program as well. Give me a break. Anybody who can throw coal into a furnace can learn how to program, for God's sake.
I don't know. I think Joey might be onto something, man. And if the people who the left really does believe are backwoods hill people morons, if they can learn to code, I think it's probably pretty safe to say that the enlightened and heroic true geniuses of our time that are responsible for masterpieces like Snakes on a Plane and Sharknado, then surely those people can learn to code too, right? But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. And don't forget, help us with our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.